Okay, I want to give you a quick demonstration of using this domore designer software for simulating a PLC. So I'm going to start it up. It's called domore, assuming you have installed it successfully. This is version 2.3, and I'm going to close this. I'm going to start with a new project. So I'm going to go new, right? And down here I put my project name. I'll call it my project. Just tap enter. Oh, already exists. Yeah, I'll just replace it. Okay, and this is the basic screen that you have for domore designer. We're in edit mode right now. That's the way you want to be when you want to change things. So, and here is the simulator. I might as well start it up right now and show you the simulator. Okay, and here's what the simulator looks like. These are your inputs, X0, X1. Those are the name of your digital inputs. Your outputs are Y0, Y1. Really nice. Digital inputs, digital outputs. There's other things, analog and such, but we're not going to use that. There is some data memory over here, D0, D1, D2. That's like numeric type data that you can use. I don't use V, I don't use R, I'm just using Ds. And there's also Cs, C memory for contact closure memory. So those aren't actual inputs, but they are bits that represent states of things that we can use. Anyway, so let me just show you how this works. So I'm going to go online, view the disk project, and yeah, I continue. You typically just pick the defaults, and you're fine. So I am in edit mode, and I'm going to do a normally open contact, like that's examine if on. So I'll drag that over here. Now it defaults to C. I want to use X0, because remember X0s are your inputs and Y's are your outputs. So I want to do X0 for my digital input, X0, and I just tap enter. And over here I want Y0. So I'm just going to type Y0. You can just start typing, and that's what it'll put in. I'll tap enter again. Or you can click the green checkbox, but I just tap enter. Okay, so now I'm ready to test this. I've got an input that should cause the output to come on. So I'm going to, this yellow bar here means they haven't been accepted yet. So I'm going to accept it. Now I've got a green and a blue. I need to write it to the PLC, and that'll get rid of one of those. Now what you should do is switch to run mode after you download. Then you don't have to manually switch to run mode every time. So I do that, and it downloads to the PLC, and it asks, do you want to do this? All status on, yes I do, and it'll let me watch the status. Now that green bar remaining is only because I haven't saved my project. Once I save it, it'll go away, and now I'm clear. I have no bars in there. I'm ready to go. So it's in my PLC. My PLC, oh, I'm not in run mode. Okay, I'm in run mode. That's good. So I'm going to click the X, and the Y comes on, and you can see it here in the designer program. So it shows you that when I do that, it's like that. So I'm going to leave that there. You don't want to close this. You can minimize it, but you don't want to close it because that kills your simulator. So if I want to add, I'm still in edit mode here. So if I want to add, say right here, I want to down, I can go control down arrow to give me, to allow me to put in perhaps a ceiling contact, right? If I want a Y0 contact here, so that will close when Y0 is on, so that will latch. And then if I want my normally closed, or examine if off, I can just drag that over here and call that X1. So now you've got your typical latching and releasing type system. So I'll accept, I'll write to PLC, I'll click, that's good, okay. And now it's gone down to the PLC, so I'll bring my simulator back, and I can see that when I click my input, my output comes on. Here's Y0, and it latches. So I release the input, and it stays on. It won't go away until I activate X1, which opens that contact and releases the output. Okay, so this is a perfect simulator. One other thing I wanted to mention is to be able to watch the data in memory, you can do this and click data, and you can, because we're going to need this for our lab. So we're going to have to watch a couple of things. So you just type what you want to watch in here. I could watch X0, and I can watch Y0, and it'll show me their status here, so that when I run this, I can see X0, it shows on, Y0 is on, now X0 is off, Y0 is still on until I turn on X1. Okay, so that's the way we can watch data. We can watch other things. We can watch our D memory locations in here, and we can watch C memory locations in here as well. Okay, so we can also force things here, but I don't want to do that right now. I just wanted to show you, I just wanted to show you how that works. Okay, I guess it wants to, whatever. Anyway, okay, that's all I wanted to show you, and I'll just save that, and we're good to go. Oh, when you shut things down, you want to leave the simulator running until you shut down domore Designer. So shut down domore Designer, then shut down the simulator. If you shut down the simulator first, you might have it yelling at you. Okay?